Hello everyone and welcome to LITEHAWK. This video here we're shooting today is to talk about again the XS series. So that's the Blast XS, the Overdrive XS, and then the Vixen XS. These vehicles are all really fast and you can tackle a lot of terrain, get some big mega jumps and have a lot of fun with them. But one thing that we do get emails time to time are people asking where the vehicle has lost drive, meaning that the steering still works, they hear the motor turning, but the actual vehicle itself isn't moving forward or backwards for that matter. And it could be something as simple as a drive axle or one of the drive shafts have broken, and depending on how they break, sometimes it's really hard to tell. So the easiest way to tell right away is if you take your finger or an object and hold that drive shaft and try to rotate these tires. This one that is not broken. Now, for some reason, if I hold this center silver drive shaft down and try to move these two wheels together, forward or backwards, if one is spinning freely, well then we know that side is broken. So the exact same could be done with the front, where we could hold that center drive shaft again and try to move these together. If they will not move, they're kind of locked, then you know it is not an axle or a differential problem. So it's just a really easy way to kind of figure that out. So that's identifying the problem. Now let's say, for example, we realize we have a problem with the rear. We're going to kind of dive into that deeper next. So with the magic of television, we're going to change angles so you can get up close and personal of how to change that axle and shaft. Alright, here, so we're back. I've taken the rear wing off. You won't have to do that if you're doing this procedure. I just took it off so there'd be less obstructions for you, the viewers at home. So first things we want to do is take this wheel off. So we're just going to unscrew this now. One fun thing when you take the wheel off, sometimes you can use the wheel as a rest, kind of put it underneath a prop underneath the chassis so it makes it a little easier. Also, I'm not practicing good habits, kind of like that there. Right now, as normally we would want to have a towel or something underneath you can use an old yoga mat actually as well, something under the vehicle so screws and things like that don't bounce and fly away. So again, if we're going through the phase here, so we've got our hex drive nut. So this here is the wheel axle, and then this is the drive shaft. So to remove it, it's not difficult at all. We just have to undo this one screw, which is for the upper control arm. And then take that out and then lift this up, and then once this drops down we can pull out the axle. So I chose a vehicle that we had actually been driven and used. So these axles are a plastic composite with the steel pins on the side, and we do have upgrades actually available, and we'll have a little pop-up in this video showing the upgrade kit, which is all metal. So the drive shaft as well as this axle here is metal. So if you are experiencing issues with these braking, usually the reason they break is you're in a jump or the car unloads, gets up in the air, and you land on throttle and something's got to give. So there's your steel ball bearing and the axle. So that's really it. To replace, we would just do the same process where we put our new piece in, get this through, and again, put our axle in. We're going to drop our upper arm down, and then take our pin and put it back in. We would tighten this up and our hex on. One of the most important things with this process is, or any time with this XS series, is these vehicles are traveling really quickly. And the one thing to make sure is to tighten the wheel nuts from time to time. Just go through with either use a little socket or you can use a Phillips screwdriver and tighten those up, because yes, the metal hex is, or the hex is metal, but if that connection or the wheel bolt is loose, the wheel is going to shake and move on there, and it could damage the wheel and just adds to costly repairs. So a little bit of maintenance never hurt. So I hope this explains how to change a rear axle on one of the XS series LITEHAWK toys. For any other questions, please email us, or if you've got some suggestions for videos, always reach out. Thanks for watching.